First story, entitled Parents Demand. I quit college because my golden twin didn't get accepted in college. And it's unfair for her that I succeed in life faster than her. They even tried to unroll me out of the college. So this is a throwaway account because my siblings are here too. English isn't my native language, so there might be some mistakes. Sorry about that. So I 17F have 2 older brothers 19, 21 and a twin sister. I should mention that my family is pretty affluent. Ever since I remember myself, my parents encouraged me and my twin to compete with each other, while they always favored her over me. She always had their support, and I was expected to be considerate. When I succeed at something more than she does, they ask me to give it up, but they never ask this of her. I do love her and my parents, even though I feel like I've been treated unfairly. Both of us have aspired to be doctors for a long time. I studied really hard for it for a long time, and so did she. This year we graduated, and both of us applied for the same programs at the same universities. The process here is quite different than it is in the US. We can start medical school right after high school if we get accepted. She wants to go to the same university as I do, as do my parents. On the other hand, I feel like going on my own and having a separate life from my sisters. I love her so much, but we've been together my entire life. She's an introvert, while I'm an extrovert, so she followed me around most of the time. I always included her and made sure she's happy. But it's been like this our entire lives, and I'm honestly tired. Not to mention that if we go to the same place, I would be expected to study with her and help her get high grades, and I wouldn't be able to study on my own and focus on my success. My parents will be mad if I succeed more than her. It's been like this for the past 12 years, which will eventually hurt me. I just want to finally be a person of my own. This is where I might be the arsehole. I got accepted to 4 different universities, and she got into 2. I waited for her to decide where she wanted to go, and then made my decision like I said, a different place. Then she changed her mind, and said she wants to go to her second option, the one I chose. I said that it's not a problem, and I will go to a different place one she didn't get into. My sister got really offended, and my parents are furious, even though I explained myself politely and said that I love her, but wanted to get a fresh start where nobody knows me. They demanded that I go to the same place as my sister or else they wouldn't pay for my degree. So I said whatever and said that I'd be fine on my own and left it to my grandparents. When they came to talk to me, they just kept on saying how wrong and entitled I was. I really had enough, so I told them I hated them for treating me like this. Now I'm refusing to talk to them and ignoring their calls. My brothers and grandparents are on my side, but everyone else is telling me I'm an arsehole. Am I? Edit. Thank you so much for the support and ideas. I read all your comments, and they're all very appreciated. My brother got me everything I thought I needed, including my cat. I called the university to ask if my parents can unroll me, and they can. However, since they never paid, it will be difficult for them, and the university can try to delay them until my 18th birthday. My grandparents assured me that they wouldn't let them do something like that, but it's still nice to have a plan B. School starts on Monday, and it looks like it's settled for now. I will update you guys as soon as I have something to say. P.S. I don't feel like talking to them right now. It's like all of the anger I held against them is now very substantial. Hope I used the right word. And I feel like I need to cool down before deciding what's next. They probably can also use some time off. Relevant comment. I think I wrote about it somewhere in the comments. My initial thought was to go to a school that's close to home in order to come back on weekends and be able to help my sister out while still having my own space. After realizing I wouldn't get any space this way, I chose the school I'm going to. It's the best in my country and has nice scholarships, but it's the farthest from home out of all the universities I applied to. I guess it doesn't matter now, so I said yes and did what I wanted to do. Update. Hey everyone, sorry it took some time, but I'm here with an update. I had some problems publishing it. But it's all good now, reminding you that English isn't my native language, so there might be some mistakes. So, as I think I said in the comments, school started 2 weeks ago, and so far it's absolutely amazing. I have great roommates, and I love my classes. It's a bit intense, but I'm keeping up. It's truly a dream come true. Well, some things happened. My parents apparently called my university and asked for my schedule. From what I understand, they said that, as my legal guardians, they are entitled to know everything about it. The school told them that if they want my details, they need to come and prove that they are indeed who they claim to be, and informed me about it. It happened just a couple of days after the school year started. They haven't contacted me until a week ago. When they asked me to have dinner with them, they even offered to drive to where I am, which is strange as they never even bothered to pick me up from friends, and I agreed. It was on Friday, and they reserved places in a fancy restaurant nearby. Dinner went surprisingly well, a bit awkward, but they were nice. And then they told me they would pay for my school tuition and everything else I needed, but only if I took a gap year. I refused, obviously. After arguing with me, my dad said that he had enough of my attitude and ungratefulness, left a 200 franc bill, and left. I'll admit that I sat there crying for about half an hour before I left with the change, as the bill and the tip didn't reach 200 francs, lol. If you're asking yourselves what that was about, then I did too. I talked to my brother. Apparently, my sister decided she doesn't want to go to medical school. She wants to take a vacation to think about the future with a clear mind or something like that. And you guessed it, almost everyone thinks I should go with her. After all, we are twins, and it will only be fair that we'll start studying at the same time. There has been no contact from my parents ever since, but it's kind of okay for me. I got a scholarship, and by the end of the semester I might get another one. My grandparents paid for the rest. They insist that I won't pay them back, but I'm already working on that. My sister answered my messages yesterday. She told me that I hurt her because I didn't want to be with her, and she doesn't know if she can forgive me. I understand her, and I do really miss her, but I don't want to give up on my dream. I hope she will understand me someday. So basically, I think things are all right by now. Not much has changed, but I have my grandparents and my friends, so I'm fine. I'll be completely calm only after my 18th birthday, when my parents won't be able to get me out of university. It's really soon, so I'm optimistic. Thank you all for reading and helping me. I really appreciate it. Edit. Thank you all for your comments. I'm on a pretty tight schedule, so I still haven't finished reading, but I promise I'll answer all of them. Since some of you got confused over the francs, we use them in Switzerland. Relevant comments. I actually don't get it either, but it's been like that ever since we were little. There's nothing wrong with her. We're different in some ways, and she's more shy and quiet, but not in an unusual way. She always kind of tagged along with me, and I wasn't allowed to have friends who weren't her friends or go to events by myself. I also helped her study, and my parents got upset over me when I got higher grades. My best guess is that they think she'll struggle to be by herself, and that if I do better, it will make her insecure. However, I can't know for sure. I feel like we could have been so much closer if my parents wouldn't push us together all the time. It's a shame, honestly. In a way, I'm glad I can be independent, but I feel bad for my sister that she still struggles. Thank you. I hope things will continue to be great. I want that for my sister too. When asked if their parents made them dress alike, yes, every single day in elementary school, I felt so ridiculous and begged them to stop in middle school.